Hey, good morning. I'm John Rhoads. Sometimes in coaching sessions, we talk about our emotional awareness like it's an electrical circuit and that your emotions are intended to flow like electricity. Just like any other appliance or piece of electrical equipment that you have at home or in the office or at work, that appliance isn't useful, doesn't run unless it has that electrical current flowing through it. And sometimes that electricity can be stored up, it can be blocked, but sometimes we find ourselves in having that electrical charge being overwhelming, and that the buildup of the charge threatens to short circuit everything and fry wires and become dangerous. Now, speaking of that emotionally, it's possible then to feel that flooding sensation of when a charge builds up too much. And just like those electrical circuits, it's possible to build in safety mechanisms where you have a lightning rod or electrical ground that prevents that overcharge of electricity from damaging circuits or catching fire or causing harm. Where might you be able to build in electrical grounds and lightning rods in your emotional awareness and intelligence? It's an interesting thing of thinking of that image of you have that plug, that safety plug in an electrical cord to ground the energy, to send it safely out in a pathway where the energy is still allowed to flow and it doesn't build up, but you're able to do something with it. So I would encourage you to start finding ways that what looks like an electrical ground for you emotionally. Finding ways to discharge the energy in a safe way, in a safe direction. A lightning rod works the same way. For up at the top of a tall building or on top of a barn, being able to divert the energy out and around the building so that it doesn't have to go through all of the structures that might be damaged. What does that look like for you? Is it going for a walk? Is it taking a deep breath? What mechanisms can you put in place to be able to be prepared for if there's ever a large rise in emotional charge, and being able to take care of yourself so that it isn't something that becomes overwhelming? I would encourage you to look for opportunities to do that. Think of that in terms of that electrical ground, something that is already built into the system, and figuring out how to have that mechanism in place so that the next time that emotional level goes up high, you're able to divert that energy somewhere else. Those emotions are supposed to be felt. Just like any other electrical system, it's important to know when there is a spike in the energy and to be able to look at what happened and what needs to be, what that's signaling and why it was there. But first is figuring out what to do with that charge, that high charge, so that it doesn't damage anything. Take some time to think about that. I'd be happy to brainstorm any ideas or answer any questions you might have. Please feel free to comment below. I'm John Rhoads. This is Rhoads Life Coaching. I hope you're able to find purpose and meaning in daily life.